Tremont can go to FMW and take on Onita. There's only one match, that would need to take possibly in, and that is a no barbed wire explosion death match. And if I get to Japan only one time and only get to have one match, and that's the match, that independent initiative is well worth it.
Absolutely. That is Onita's, I think, signature match, really. So I wish you the best of luck with that. I know we're drawing down to the time, and I know you're very busy, and I know you have to go. You'll be, again, appearing at Best of the Best 15 in an open mic, and that'll be at the Flyer Skate Zone in Voorhees for CZW, where you'll be addressing the crowd as the CZW champion. On Point has their show coming up on May 7th. H2O, there's a lot going on. Where can people find you on social media and kind of follow you and follow what you're doing?
Yeah, very easy and accessible on Facebook. I don't know what the URL is off the top of my head, but just type in Matt Tremont, I'll pop up somewhere. You can also have a like page, Twitter at Tremont CZW, Instagram at Tremont CZW, and on YouTube as well, where put promos and matches up. Also at Tremont CZW, and all information and info and schedule and all that stuff. At matt-tremont.com, and just because at the end of the day, it's a business, and you got to build a brand, and you got to promote yourself, and in 2016, you have all these tools to do that, and it's all free. But take advantage of that. I think people need to do more of, and promote themselves, but at the same time, still being humble and not just blowing smoke up your own ass. I use it as a free promotional tool. I promote my shows, and that's about it. And that's all you need to do. Let your talking and your talents, speak in the ring. No need to do it online. That's always been kind of a pet peeve of mine lately, especially with guys in the business LT, and just some of the stuff they write, I kind of shake my head at. Promote your shows that you're on. Promote yourself in the events that you have coming up. Because free tools at your fingertips to promote your brand and yourself, to continue to brand yourself and put yourself out there. So easy and accessible. I'm there. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever there else is out there. I'm not sure, but I know there's a lot of it now.
There's always something there too.
On the main ventures, I'm all there.
Excellent. And that's really good advice from someone who I think leverages social media. I think you do it very well in terms of, positively promoting what you're doing, and being real with people, you're not being fake, you're real, you're a real person, but, you don't need to be, fake or phony or put on an act or be nasty or be a certain way. So I think that's great how you promote yourself. And I think it's definitely a good example for other people that are out there. So, Matt, I want to thank you so much for your time and talking with me. Like I said, I'm a fan, and I really love all the different things you're doing. So, again, thank you so much for coming and talking with me tonight here on the Funkenstein Wrestling Roundup.
Not a problem at all. Thank you for having me all night. I always enjoy doing these. I think this is the first one I've done in quite some time. Usually I'm pretty exclusive to Hell in the Cell Talk Radio. A couple of buddies of mine run that. But nice. Everybody in Naps 365, Kevin, yourself, and the Funkenstein family have always been good to me, so I was 100% very welcome to come aboard and do the podcast tonight. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. Helps keep me busy and promote myself and all the crazy ventures I have going on right now, because I'm just trying to stay busy and pay the bills at the end of the day.
Absolutely, and we definitely feel likewise in regards to you and your projects. I always like to pass on point and different things that I see, and I know the others feel the same way. And if you ever want to come back on and promote anything you have going on, absolutely, I'd love to come and talk to you more and have you back on. So, Matt, again, thank you for joining us, and best of luck and everything coming up.
No problem. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Have a great night.
You too. Take care.
All right, I want to thank again Matt Tremont for joining me tonight. We're going to go to commercial. Hopefully we can get that up and working. I know we had some technical difficulties in the beginning of the show, but I think everything got ironed out. So we're going to go to commercial, and then I will be back to close the show.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Hello, this is the intrepid traveler, Paul London. Good journey, y'all. When you're ready to whip your rock out, do it with Coach Kev at Damage 365 Radio.
Esposito's Pizza and Pasta, Check us out at one of our fine locations, 930 Route 34 in Matawan, New Jersey, or 233 East Main Street in Manasquan, New Jersey. From pizza and salads to pasta and buffalo wings, we have something to suit every member of your family. Whether you're seeking to take out, delivery, or just want to dine in, let us do the dishes. We would be more than happy to take care of your next meal. Our courteous and friendly restaurant staff is here to meet and exceed all your expectations. We promise an enjoyable experience each and every time we serve you. Try our award-winning Sesame Seed Crust Pizza, the recent winner of first place in the Las Vegas Pizza Open in the Artisans Division. Visit us online at sesameseedpizza.com for store hours, menus, and phone numbers, or just stop by one of our 2 great locations. You'll be glad you did. Esposito's Pizza and Pasta, so close to eating at Mom's, but without all the yelling.
You're listening to Damage 365 Radio, and this is ECW Original, the Angry Amish Warrior Roadkill. Chickens.
What's up, everybody? This is Coach Kev of the Damage 365 Radio Network. I want to talk to you about one of our sponsors, the Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore. That's right, you heard it. They're in Englishtown Flea Market in the Green Building, booth number 35. They have everything for your wrestling collectible needs. Check them out. They got figures, DVDs, cards, t-shirts, and even tickets to local independent wrestling circuits. They have that and so much more. Look, sitting here listening to me talk about it does not do it justice. Go check it out for yourself. The Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore in the Englishtown Flea Market, Green Building, booth number 35. Also, check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/FunkensteinINC. And tell them Coach Kev sent you.
This is former WWE superstar The Patriot, and you're listening to Damage 365 Radio. Do not touch that dial. USA, USA, USA!
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
And I am back. Again, thank you to the Bulldozer, Matt Tremont, for being on the show tonight. Definitely please support him as he continues to defend his CZW championship. Support On Point, H2O, WrestleFest. Also, Bulldozer's Collectibles. And he's a very nice gentleman, really great guy. If you see him at a show, go up and talk to him. Really great, wonderful guy, and great representative for CZW. So again, I'd like to thank him for taking time out of his busy schedule to talk to me tonight. And as you can tell, I still have no music, but I will, before our next show, which is next Tuesday on April 12th. My guest is going to be Yolanda from Gimmicks 24/7. Yolanda, you've seen her probably at the Chikara merchandise table, and also too, you may be familiar with her, her gear designing service, and in fact on Monday on Raw. Thankfully, Antonio Cesaro returned, yay, and we all rejoiced at that, because he finally came back. And the gear that he was wearing was actually designed by Yolanda, which I thought looked fantastic. She's very, very talented. Part of the roundup, and part of my goal here, is to not just have wrestlers on, but have different individuals involved in wrestling. Wrestling attracts a very talented and creative group of people, and wrestling is more than what you see in the ring. Like Matt was talking about the business end of it. I want to talk to Yolanda about the branding part of it, and appearances, and how that comes together when looking at a wrestler and their character. So I'm really looking forward to talking with her. She just did a really great seminar at Evolve, so I'm hoping to talk to her. She was down there for WrestleMania weekend. She was in Dallas, so I'm hoping we're going to talk about all those things. So I will have music before then, for our show next week. So, and if you want to, share ideas, please don't hesitate to contact me. I am Babs Indy on Facebook and on Twitter. Again, I'm going to open it up for about the next week. And anyone, who submits anything in the winter, I'll definitely mention them on the show. And if they want me to interview them, if they want to talk with me, we can definitely do that. I want to thank Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore. Now they are in the Englishtown market, and they are now in the blue building, which is booths 46 and 47. So they've moved. They're no longer in the green building. So definitely check them out. Also check out the website, funkensteinwrestlingsuperstore.com. I want to thank Damage 365 Radio for allowing us to have this time here on the air. I really appreciate it. I'm kind of new to live radio. This is only the second show I've done live. As you can see, I'm still ironing out some of the things and getting used to doing it. So I'm really thankful for their patience and allowing me to have this space to interview. Again, we have 3 episodes up. So you can listen to the interview with Colin West that I did a few weeks ago. We talked about all sorts of things, very different topics in wrestling. I talked to Cowboy Bob Orton, WWE Hall of Famer, for episode 2. And then tonight's episode with CZW champion Matt Tremont will be available as soon as the show's over. I will make sure it gets uploaded, so it'll be available to you for you to listen back to the episode. Matt talks a lot about we talked about On Point. We talked a little bit about CZW coming up this Saturday for Best of the Best. Talked about On Point. We talked about H2O. We talked about WrestleFest. We talked about quite a bit of things. We talked about Japan and his next sort of horizon, that he's looking toward. And there's some very great comments about wrestling being a business, and also to the use of social media. So really great wisdom and really great different tips and things. And I definitely learned something when he was talking about that. I was definitely really interested in what he had to say. So again, I'm very thankful for him to come on and share that with us. So you will be able to see me, Babs, at Excellence Pro this Saturday. We have a show. It's Scratching Post. We will be back at the Forest Lodge in Sellersville, Pennsylvania. So far, a few matches have been announced. We have Oleg the Usurper is taking on the Bora Moldova in a Sellersville slugfest. Havoc, the newcomer to EPW, is taking on Blind Rage. Matty Ice and Matt Sells, who is returning to EPW after a very long absence. He was injured, and then he had some Ring of Honor dates, but he'll be back with us, and he's taking on Adam Falcon and Dan the Conqueror. Gran Akuma is taking on Amasis, and I think that actually might be a first-time singles match, surprisingly. So I think even in Chikara, I don't think it ever happened. So it's a first-time match. And Dangerous Jameson, everyone's favorite stuntman, is taking on Kobold, everyone's favorite little goblin. So there's some matches that are going on. It's going to be a great event. Doors open at 6:30, and the event starts at 7. Again, that's in the Sellersville, Pennsylvania, at the Forest Lodge VFW. So I'll be there, back behind the merch table. So if you come, please come and say hi to me. I'll be glad to talk with you and glad to see you there. So I'm hoping if you're not going to CZW, if you're not going to be in South Jersey, that you'll join us in Sellersville. So again, I am Babs, and thank you for joining me on the Funkenstein Wrestling Roundup. I, again, will be back next week, next Tuesday at 9 o'clock with Yolanda. We're looking very much forward to that. So again, thank you for joining me, and have a great night.